oh, my videos aren't good because I don't have a good camera. Oh, if I had a better lens, my videos would look better. Man, if I really had that light, my videos would look a lot better. No, it won't. What's up, everybody? Austin Felix here, and today I'm going to be talking about, does your gear really matter? Specifically, your camera and your lens. So I started shooting videos. I had interest in shooting videos back when I was finishing high school. Here's that first camera. I've used this camera for almost 6 or 7 years after. My math might be a little bit off, but I did a lot of shooting with this camera. This is the Canon EOS Rebel T3i. When I got this camera, it was like the newest of its kind. And this is basically Canon's beginner series of cameras. And also I had the kit lens. This is the 18 to 55, the what's the aperture on this thing? I think the aperture on this is like 3.5 is the lowest it goes. Now, if you know stats and if you know numbers, pretty not that great, right? This camera did shoot 1080p at 24 frames per second, which is great, and 720p for 60 frames per second. So I'm a firm believer of, you don't know how great something is until you try something. No, wait, is that how I say it? You don't know how good something is until you had better. No, here it is. You don't know how bad something is until you had better. I used this camera faithfully for years, and it was like, yes, I love it. You know, I have a camera, I'm shooting, I'm excited, everything. I used a camera that was better than mine, and then I realized the difference between having something that's better. Essentially, guys, you don't need the latest and the greatest and the best in the world to create. You are the creator. The tools that you use to create something shouldn't define what you're creating. So here's some shots from when I first started my YouTube channel, and this is what I was using 100% of the time. It was this camera, this lens setup, and this is what I was able to achieve. Over time, yes, you know, you want to upgrade, but it wasn't stopping me from creating things. And I don't want you guys to think that you can't create because you don't have something. Now, in the era that we live in, I just want to say, if you have a smartphone, you can start with that. Sometimes I see iPhones whose quality comes out a lot better than what I'm doing with this. Here's some reasons why you should consider upgrading your gear. It's not things that you 100% need, but here's some reasons why you would. When I say video quality and video size, this T3i shot 60 frames per second at 720p resolution. My 5D Mark IV shoots full HD at 60 frames per second. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't need to upgrade. This 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens does not have a fixed aperture. At 18 millimeters, you have 3.5. But when you're at 55 millimeters, like so, you have 5.6 aperture. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you don't need to upgrade. This camera does not have autofocusing while recording. The 5D Mark IV does. But again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't need to upgrade. So here's my challenge to you, filmmakers, photographers, people who want to be vloggers. Start with what you have. Be the creator. Don't let the tool define how you create, and create that great piece of content for your channel, for your Instagram, for your Snapchat, and not think about the tools that it took for you to make it. Think about you being the one who made it, and you made it work with what you have. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that pep talk about why you should be creating with the tools that you have. Your camera does not matter. Your lens does not matter. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I got more content coming. Photo, video, moto, and vlogs. Peace.